Hello everybody, it's Coaster Central here, and today I'm going to be comparing the two single rail roller coasters. I will be talking about the base layout for the RMC Raptors like Railblazer or Stunt Pilot, and comparing it to Big Dipper at Luna Park in Australia, and deciding what is the better single rail coaster. So how it works is I go through the layout of the ride and compare each element. If one element is better than the other, I'll give 1 point to the ride that has the better element. I have not been on either of these rides, by the way. I just thought it would be a cool idea for a video. So Big Dipper gains a point right away for having a small booster launch that leads into a few small airtime moments. It's a more unique way to start off the ride than a lift hill, so I give 1 point to Big Dipper. Then we have the first big elements, the drop on the Raptors and the launch on Big Dipper. Although the launch on Big Dipper looks to pack a surprising punch, the Raptors look to have the upper hand here. The way you would whip over the drop would give some serious ejector airtime. The elements after the launch and drop are quite similar, however. They're both big inversions, except Big Dipper's isn't really an inversion, it's a non-inverting loop. The Raptors go for a dive loop, which you whip over and you absolutely snap, and it would just be insane, and it would give a combination of ejector airtime and laterals, which would be one of the most insane feelings in the world, while Big Dipper crawls through its non-inverting loop, which might have some whip to it, however it's not really that whippy, it's more kind of hang time filled. 1 more point to the Raptors. The Raptors then go into an insane ejector hill that looks to give one of the most violent combinations of laterals and airtime on any coaster, whereas Big Dipper gracefully goes for a sidewinder. So that is another point to the Raptors. Then the RMC Raptors go for a high off the ground whippy S-bend, whilst Big Dipper goes into an airtime hill that looks to give sustained ejector airtime. I would say that the airtime hill on Big Dipper looks better, so I give it 1 point. However, the S-bends are definitely not very much of a throwaway element and are very insane. The Raptors then enter a cut bank that looks very snappy and deliver insane whip. Big Dipper enters a mini version of the Raptors S-bend. After the airtime hill, it's a rapid just kind of twist from right to left, and it could be very fun. I think the snappy S-bend on Big Dipper looks better than the inversion on the Raptors, where I might just have to ride both of them to find out. Another point to Big Dipper. Big Dipper then enters a long drawn-out turn that doesn't look to give many forces. The Raptors, however, enter a super snappy corkscrew that easily gets the Raptor 1 point. The Raptors then enter a fast turn that looks to give a lot of positive Gs. Big Dipper enters a long hang-time filled corkscrew that looks a lot of fun. Now this really depends on what you'd rather have on a roller coaster, hang time or intensity. However, I'd rather have intensity, which is why the Raptors get another point. The Raptors get 1 pop of airtime into the brake run, whilst Big Dipper gently turns around into the brake run. I'd much rather get airtime than a slow turn, so 1 more point to the Raptors. The final score is 6-3 to the Raptors. So if you were to do this, what would your opinion be? And which elements do you think are better? Make sure to leave it in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!